Hey guys, Wyatt XM here. Everyone's, wait, I haven't done that in years. I'm not going to start now. So yeah, doing the promised room tour that some of you guys wanted to see. Thankfully, my lovely fiance is going to be holding the camera while I talk. So yeah, this is the door to it. The only thing I want to point out here is the entrance. The Blood and Sun, Love and Ashes, test press, signed, framed it up there, which I thought was a nice touch to add before we enter into the vault, the room, whatever you want to call it. So I guess we'll start here and then work our way around. But yeah, here, as you can tell, of course, the gun safe is here in the room with me. Of course, as well too, we're going to have some cameos from Clara's dogs, Loki, Sahusky, and Fable, which is, he's very awkward but also very lovable. He's a Swiss Shepherd. So here, what do we got? So unsurprisingly, in the gun case are guns. First one is the AR-15. I wanted to show this first because this is the first rifle that I bought. Surprise, there's another gun. This is the AK-47. Really surprised that Massachusetts allows a rifle like this to be sold. The only shotgun I have as of yet, the Remington 870. Yeah, pretty cheap gun, but a reliable gun. Really cool to have. Don't have that many pistols, only got two, but one of the two is this SIG 1911. Don't really shoot this gun all that much, but need to give this a lot more time and attention because right now the trigger is really heavy. And probably the gun I've shot the most, my SIG P226. The grip on this is just awesome, but yeah, spent a lot of rounds on this as of right now. Probably 90% of my gun time has been on this gun alone. But yeah, maybe I'll do a video on the guns because I know it's going to be more entertaining than a bajillion% of what some of these people on this website talk about. But other than that, on top of it, ear protection, of course. A bullet belt that I need to get a bigger one because this does not fit my waist and it hurts to put on and off. Massive, I don't know what you would call this kind of knife. What would you call it?
I call it the barg knife.
Alright.
Do the pose.
What pose? No.
Yes.
I'm not doing on my profile. They see it enough as it is clicking on it. This is an ammo case, which is pretty cool and handy. Gun oil, because you gotta clean your guns. I know this is kind of like junky of me, but I have a soft spot for Sonic. My son an energy drink with him. I wanted it. Now, top there is the Summoning Minas Morgul poster that's framed that came with the special edition of it. Here, this is the very special limited edition, like I guess you could call this like a Portal poster. Obviously, this is the band, but it's really hard or difficult to get one of these. I got this at like a Maryland Death Fest, what, it's 2016 I think, and it's limited to 30 prints. And by the way, if you're a grown-ass adult and you don't frame your posters, you give off strong psychopath energy. I'm just going to say that. Here, the pull-up bar, for now I just leave it over here on this corner. Right below it, a weight vest that I use just to make pull-ups more difficult. Up here, if you know what this band is, you're cool, but if you don't, this is Terra Tenebrosa with their album The Tunnels. I think that is absolutely terrifying looking. The dude's mask and the whole setup. Had to get that frame just solely because of that photo. Other than that, in this closet, not much. Just all the gun cases whenever I transport them. Not much to see there. Here, just some records I want to sell. Over here, the two original swords that used to be in the background when I was at my apartment. And this is the whole record collection with all the knickknacks and toys with it. Felt like I had to go extra, so we bought showcase swords. I don't know, I think they're called like crusade swords or something like that. They're dull right now. They're not like battle ready, whatever the fuck that means, but they're dull, but cool for show. Obviously, if you know what that is the Pseudo-God Deathroom Catacesis banner. poster flag, I guess. It's limited to 30 prints. Absolutely not giving that away. And by the way, I don't really like using flags anymore, banner flags. They take up too much space, and I don't really feel like they're like that decorative, but that is one that just had to get put up. Over here, just all the knickknacks. Beer bottles from the time I went to Ukraine. All it is in the back of it, they're just like shit-talking both of these presidents, and I wish I got more of them, but these were the only two that I got. Okay beer, but still cool nonetheless to have. This is a pottery. I know it's made from one of the Native American tribes around the Wyoming and Idaho area. Got this at Yellowstone, I think, already 2 years ago when I went. Really cool. I needed a souvenir there. This over here is very special. This is the pot of black sand that I got the time I went to Iceland, but later on in September, me and Claire, or Claire and I for the proper grammar, are going to go there for our wedding, which we're both very excited for. This is really stupid. This is an old boss I used to have, and I know he lives in Pakistan now, and he moved back there, but I guess when he was smoking cigarettes, they just advertise crazy shit like this on cigarette cartons, and here in the United States, it's a lot prettier looking, so it was kind of a cultural shock for me to see that. This is a souvenir that Claire got me the time she went to, what's the festival called again?
Fire in the Mountains.
Yeah, Fire in the Mountains. You got me this, which I thought was pretty nice looking. And then the final thing on this corner, the Mess de Mort's beer can. This actually tasted really good, but maybe it's just because I'm a very biased stout drinker. But, I don't know, really cool nonetheless that it has the label of Sepulchral Productions on it, which was kind of cool to have. Either way, it's a souvenir on that festival. This is a, obviously, Crusade helmet. Got this at a flea market that happens every Sunday, I think, in Raynham or something.
Yeah, Raynham.
Yeah, and I didn't think there was going to be much. I thought it was going to be all dusty knickknacks. And one dude was just selling helmets, and I was like, I need to get this. And he threw in the stand for free, which is really cool of him, but that, really cool of a replica. Here are the skulls. It's a human skull that, yes, there are websites that you can shop from that sell human skulls. This is a ram skull that I got at the Maryland Death Fest in 2015. And typically animal skulls go for like a couple $100, and this went for like $1,500, but I know they go up every year to newer prices, so I don't know what they are now. That is a, I've shown this off now a few times, but the Lovecraft portrait done by Maxime Descartes, all painted in his own blood. I know it takes him like a few days to get something like this created with all the blood you can visibly see that it takes to make that. Here are some books that I need to catch up back on, just political stuff, like philosophy, like Anarchy, State, and Utopia. And this one's more of a comedy read, but still fascinating, of the sadism, the whole like weird post-apocalyptic alien communist thing. That's pretty fun to read. This is a Holy Bible, and it looks sick as fuck. Claire gave me this.
I lent you that.
Lend me, gave me, same thing. What yours is mine, what's mine is yours. I guess we're in that spot now. Here, all the box sets. As you can visibly see, I got 2 Mass Effect box sets, along with this plushie, which no, I don't collect plushies. The selling point with this Morden plushie was right here, as you can hear that, it's a button. He's supposed to sing his song that he does at the end of Mass Effect 2, and it didn't work, so bummer. But no, I do not collect plushies. That's the only one that I'll ever get.
This is an anti-plushie household.
Yes. Plus these two will just destroy it.
These are the plushie destroyers.
Yeah.
This one and this one.
And then finally in this corner is the Mass Effect poster. We got it at, what was it, PAX East?
Yes, that was at PAX East.
Yeah. I don't know, it was just cool looking. Plus I'm assuming it's all of like the different alien races or the fan favorites with Shepard, Morden, Garrus, Rex, Liara. oh my god, I can't even think of her name right now. It's kind of bad. Legion and Thane Krios and Tally. That's really bad. It took me that long because all fan favorites. And again, these are all the records. Like I said, alphabetical. I don't separate it by genres because that would get way too tedious if I separated these by genres. So everything from all the experimental stuff, black metal, death metal, thrash, rap, country, whatever the fuck, all mixed in together from A, and it goes from A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then the numbers are at the end. So that's from here all the way down here. That is all my collection of 12 inches. That is all of Claire's collection right there at this square. And over here, continuing my collections, these are all the 7 inches, and these are all the 10 inches. Don't have much of those. And what I'd like to do at some point, add in another thing here because it's just a giant wall of space, but in time it will happen. I got more stuff coming in. These curtains, I just want to give credit to Claire for taking the time to make this. It's very handy and nice, that way there's not too much sunlight that comes in here. Up there, really cool, beautiful picture of both Claire and I. So I like to have it right when I enter the door. That's the way it's the first thing I see when I come in here. Then here's the desk, just regular standard IKEA stuff that we just assembled. Computer, stereo, the turntable system, you could say, with the LGB, the JBL, said it backwards.
LGBTQ.
Yeah, said it backwards. The JBL speakers, really good, not the best thing out there, but I like it. The turntable, which is an Audio-Technica LP 40 XP, very, very good, worth the money. Audio-Technica is the only brand I trust. Or anything else like the Crosleys and all that shit, just go fuck yourself if you can try to start an argument with me with that crap. And by the way, if you're wondering what's playing, it's this right here that I just got in today, the Blazing Right, Wild Rites, and Ancient Songs. So good. A lot of people are hyping this up with like one of the best traditional heavy metal albums of this year, and it's addicting to say the least to listen to. If you like heavy load, you'll dig that. And the rest are just records that I've been kind of like jamming out to for the most recently, like the latest Gridlink as of yet, Long Era, which I'm jamming that because I'm so pumped that they're actually doing a new album this year, so pumped for that alone. And then Chevalier, excellent. I know their name is French for soldier, but I'm pretty sure they're from Finland. Really good, like speed power metal. And here's just more frames. The Thing, that Spiderhead, one of the first things that ever freaked me out on cinema. So I had to get that framed. And again, there are websites you can get like custom frames with pictures printed in them, so that's where I got it from. There is the Archgoat, the Apocalyptic Triumphator framed poster, signed by, I believe he's the drummer, and that was the guitarist. The bassist slash vocalist wasn't there for the signing, but still cool nonetheless to get a band like Archgoat with some signed stuff. And here, easily the biggest thing, which I don't know if she'll get that all in one shot.
I'll do like a pan.
Alright, try your best, because that's a 40 by 60 poster of the Dragged Into Sunlight Gnaw Their Tongues Envy release back in 2015. Rumor has it there's only like 6 or 7 of these ever printed, and it was only for their tour. It was never for the public. And how I got this, and I'll plug his channel in the link in the description below. White Filth Vinyl was very generous enough to be willing to trade this for me for one of the records that I had, and I can't thank him enough. All I gotta say, it was a bitch and a half to get this framed. Okay, if you're willing to frame posters, get ready to spend some money, but totally fucking worth it, because that is so cool that I own something like that. And then finishing up, here we got the this mirror that Clara made me for Christmas, which looks really cool with bones of what animal? What is this?
Deer.
Deer?
Yeah, my friend at New England Huntress
Okay.
scavenged those.
Yeah. I met her. She's
You can link her channel if you want.
all right. But yeah, that was a really cool Christmas present. Something made like this. And then over here is an octopus because I'm a basic Lovecraft fan, and anything of an octopus, I just think Lovecraft. But we got this at a flea market here around this area, surprisingly. And it was like there was a bunch of junk, but that was the one thing that stood out, and I figured it looked really cool above that. And yeah, I guess the only other thing to point out, just weights, boots, and a Blood and Sun tote bag that I got back in, I want to say 2020, yeah, last year. And actually, I think that's everything now. So yeah, thank you, Clara, for being willing to hold the camera for me. And that'll do it for this video, guys. So like always, links provided to at least the channels that were brought up in the description below. And like always, make sure you guys drink plenty of water to stay hydrated and have a great day.